Hello everyone, welcome back to Body Mind Code. Here we talk about Mickel Therapy, we compare it to other therapies. Basically it's all about CFS and the long haulers basically. So what I want to address today is why is Mickel Therapy such a mystery? I remember when I first heard it, it was in one of Raylan Eagle's interviews. And it was this woman who went into her, like she tried everything, and then she went into her first Mickel therapy session, and she said the husband was waiting in the car, and he was like, "What are we doing here? What is this weird thing?" And she had a really good experience, and she actually came out with a lot of energy, much more than she went in. And I already can tell you this is not the case for most people, but for some it happens. So then I kind of tried to look it up. I couldn't really find anything about it. Might sound familiar to you. And then I kept looking around. I did other things here and there. I heard about Mickel Therapy, but I just couldn't really understand what it is. That's why I never really picked it up, only after I actually recovered. So I want to address this. Why is it such a weird, mysterious thing? I remember when I tried to figure out more about it, I read it's a talking therapy. And when I heard that, I was like, no, 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 no. The last thing I need is a talking therapy with my very real symptoms, right? You might think exactly the same. And I think now that I'm trained in Mickel therapy, I see the term talking therapy tricky because yes, I understand we cannot name it anything else, right? I'm not like physically touching you or anything. There's not much other terms, but for me, it just sounded like I go there or I do a remote session, I talk with the therapist, and then we just talk basically, right? We just talk about my life, maybe about problems. I was like, that's what I expected it to be. And I was like, no, that's absolutely not what I need. And I think that's also not doing justice. Like in Mickel therapy, we're not just like, right? Obviously, we go on a session, we're remote, and yes, that's the truth. We talk with each other. But beyond that, right, it's not like we talk with each other and then magically your symptoms disappear. You basically get very clear instructions, and then you get tasks after you leave each session, and then it's on you to do. It's very, very practical. It's about doing. It's no symptom is gonna go away from just talking, right? But I think if people hear the term talking therapy, that's unfortunately the expression they get, and it's very misleading. And I think this is what holds a lot of people back from trying Mickel therapy. So this is why I specifically want to make this video because, right, it's not just sitting there like with a psychologist and talking about things. No. Like I explained to you the first 3 sessions, I mainly explained to you the whole theory, the whole concept. You listen, and then you go and you do, right? So, and then you come back, we look at what you did, how did it work, right? And then that's how we go on. And we always work a lot straightforward with the feedback of the body. Your body's always going to give you feedback if what you tried to do there did, what I instructed you to do worked or not. And then if, well, for most people, it usually works. For some, not directly at the beginning. So this is kind of right where we come in and support. But I just wanted to, make it clear that we're not just sitting there talking about things and then the symptoms disappear. That would be nice though.